calls me the devil, I make him wanna sin. Every time I knock, he can help but let me in. Must be homesick.
Hey guys, so I'm finally back. So I just did my eyebrows off camera. If you guys want an updated brow routine tutorial, then I can do that for you as well. I'm just taking a Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Sand and a damp beauty blender, using that as my eye primer. And then, of course, next we're going to be setting it with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Medium. This is just a Real Techniques flat brush. And I'm packing that on just to give us a really easy blending area. Now I'm taking Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek Cosmetics and blending that all over my crease, very sloppy. You don't have to be precise on this part. The brush that I'm using is from Sephora. It came in a pack of 5, so it doesn't have a specific name. But just use any crease brush that you have that you love, that you're comfortable with. Next, I'm going to be taking Peach Smoothie as well from Makeup Geek Cosmetics. I'm going to be blending that exactly where I blended the Creme Brulee. This is just going to give it a little bit more of a transition, very light transition color. Putting it on the back of my hand so that way it doesn't stick to my skin so much and have to rip off like any hairs that I have, you know. So you always want to do that first so that way you can make sure that you're not, you know, ripping off your skin. Next, taking Flame. This is the color from Morphe Cosmetics, and I am just blending that exactly where I blended everything else. Next, taking Backdoor from Urban Decay Vice Limited palette. I'm just going to be blending that on the outer crease area of my eye, and I'm going to be taking it up into my actual crease in a little bit, just kind of touching it over, not very much. You want to focus this mostly on the outer corner. We're kind of making this look a little bit smoky, but not too smoky. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go overboard and do a full-on smoky eye. So, with that being said, I'm just taking that brush. I have no product on it, just what we had from before, and I'm blending everything in so that way everything kind of looks seamless. You're going to want to blend downward as well, so that way you can make sure you're blending downward in your crease and not up into your eyebrow. Next, I'm taking some Fix Plus onto this flat shader brush with a couple of MAC pigments. I cannot pronounce the name of them, so I just put them there for you. We're just going to be packing these onto the lid and giving it really nice, shiny, almost metallic look finish, but it's not too overwhelming. I feel like this look kind of came together really well, and it wasn't too much. Next, I'm taking a MAC 217 brush, of course, the best brush in the world, and just blending out anything on the top. Now I'm just taking a Morphe small shader brush, and I'm blending that color Backdoor a little bit more in my upper crease area. I'm not taking this onto the inner corner of my eye. I'm literally just touching exactly where you see. Next, taking a Sigma flat shader brush as well. I'm going to be using the color Anonymous from the Urban Decay Vice Limited palette, and I'm just going to be applying that a little bit right underneath my brow bone to give a little bit of a highlight. Of course, the best, and of course it's all like rubbed off, the NYC liquid liner. I'm just going to be putting that on my eyes for my liquid liner today. Normally I like to use a gel liner and then do this on top, but I don't know, I was kind of feeling it that day, so why not, right? Holding nothing back, like it's all last day. Now I realized my camera stopped recording after I had put my lashes on, and yeah, so I'm wearing Queen Bee lashes by Coco Lashes. I'm going to put everything down below. First, I'm taking the Spackle Hydrating Primer from Laura Geller, and I'm going to be putting just a pea-sized amount on my hand and kind of tapping that into my skin so it really gets into my pores and hydrates my skin underneath my foundation. I'm taking the L'Oreal Miracle Blur. Shocker, I know. This is my favorite pore filling primer. So I'm just going to be putting that right a little bit underneath my nose as well as right on my nose. I'm going to be taking the Prodigy Power Cell Foundation by Helena Rubinstein, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but this foundation is literally, oh my gosh, it is the best foundation I've ever used in my entire life. Like, I love Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation because it's like your skin but better, but like, I mean, even on camera you can totally tell how amazing this foundation looks on your skin. Now this foundation is very expensive. It is $90. It's from Milan. My mother-in-law got it for me. She knows I love makeup, so she was like, all right, here's this new foundation, try it out, and I'm glad she did because I was obsessed with it. But anyway, so what I do first is I apply it with a brush. I kind of pat it in my skin, and then of course I take a beauty blender. I always do this. I don't know why, but I have to use a beauty blender on my foundation to really work it into my skin. Now I'm taking the e.l.f. Cosmetics Concealer Quad, and I'm picking this shade all the way to the left because I kind of like to highlight and conceal at the same time. I don't really like to do the whole concealer, then the highlight, and all that stuff. I'd rather just do a 2-in-1. So yeah, I really like to just use this quad because it's very full coverage, and I was looking a little sleepy this day, so yeah.
Way too young to hurt so long, I'm hurting. Was it worth it?
Ever for under the eyes or just anything around the eyes. It's the Real Techniques setting brush. It fits perfectly right in between the eyes, and I just kind of like to buff the sides of the nose and of course right around the nostril area, because I hate when you can see people's like pores and all their foundation caking up by their nostrils, but this is amazing. Of course, taking the banana powder from Ben Nye that everybody of course should know by now. This powder I'm just going to be kind of like baking underneath my eyes. I like to do that underneath my eyes just because I have darker circles, but this is definitely not necessary. You don't have to like bake your face. Next I'm taking this Morphe angled contour brush and the Bronze Goddess deep color from Estee Lauder. And I'm just going to be kind of like bronzing up my skin. I'm not necessarily contouring, just kind of bronzing everything up and making everything look even.
No, you're not fooling anyone. Oh, but when you're gone, when you're gone, when you're gone, oh, baby, all the lights go.
Now you're just going to want to pat everything in and blend, blend, blend.
I was wrong, come back to me, baby, we can work this out.
Okay, so if you're a beauty lover and you have an Instagram, you should know about this. Becca Cosmetics Opal Highlighter is life. It's literally my favorite thing ever. I love it, love it, love it. I'm using this obnoxiously huge fan brush just because, well, I don't know. Why not, right?
Oh, yeah. He calls me the devil. I make him wanna sin. Every time I knock, he can help but let me in.
Now I'm just taking this really old MAC brush that I have, and I'm going to be applying some blush. I'm using the Shimmering Skin Perfector from Becca Cosmetics. This is in the color Blushed Copper. It is so pretty, guys. Like, this color is so pigmented, and it's like it's basically like a highlighter blush. It's really nice. So a little bit goes a very long way, but like, look at that glow that it gives you on the apples of your cheek. So pretty. Just mixing these two shades that I have from Morphe. I'm just going to be putting those on my lower lash line, just mixing them together. They didn't have a name on them, they just had some numbers, so I just left some numbers there for you. But any brushes that I use will be down in the description box below.
Hotter than hell. Hotter than hell. You're my matter from heaven. We all gotta get fed. Can't let me know I'm wanted. Can't let me in your head. I'm not here to make you kneel, but it's praise that I get. You ain't gonna walk free, boy. Not finished with you yet, no. Can you feel the warmth? Yeah.
Lastly, what I'm going to be doing is taking the Jumbo Liner in black from NYX and lining my inner waterline as well as the top of my waterline. And then, of course, I'm going to be lining my lips with the Kylie Lip Kit in Posy K. I'm just shaping my lips right now, and then I'm going to fill them in with the whole lip liner. And then from there, I'm going to overtop that with the liquid lipstick that it comes with as well.
To your prayers, I'll give